Hello everybody, welcome to another video, and today I'm going to be giving a beginner's guide of the first sea. Well, the first sea is the first place you go to when you enter Blox Fruits. And a lot of people usually quit before getting to the second sea or before getting to the fun stuff because it's hard for them to progress, and because it gets kind of boring to do the same thing over and over again with no new stuff to try out. But I'm going to give you the fastest way and the best way to go through the first sea. Well, first of all, in the Pirate Starter Island, you just get this quest and kill all these NPCs until you get to the level you need to, which I think is level 10. Then right away you go to the jungle place because so you can kill these monkeys and gorillas and then the Gorilla King. So yeah, you go to this dude right here, and then you can get the quest. The only thing is that all these monkeys are very separated and very apart, so it will take a while. But before I continue, I'll be giving you what fruits and what items you should be using. First of all, if you ever get a fruit, I think you should get elemental fruits. And let me show you right here. Elemental fruits are like flame, ice, and all that stuff. The best fruits you should get in the first sea is either light fruits, ice fruits, or magma fruits. And in the cases, flame fruits. But really, any elemental is good because it gives you, when you get to a certain level, some NPCs of your range can't do damage to you, which will be easy farming. So yeah, the best two fruits, in my opinion, will be light and magma. And why you should not use Buddha, because Buddha is the best farming fruit in the game, but the thing is, the Awaken is the best farming fruit. The Unawakened is it's okay, but it doesn't really have that range to it, so I do not recommend Unawakened, and I just suggest you get either light or magma fruits, which is the best way to do it. Why magma or light? Because light has an M1 and does have a lot of AoE. AoE means like a lot of surround, like a big area covers, and magma as well. And magma does a lot of damage. So both of them are elemental fruits. So some NPCs do damage to you. Although some with this like aura thing, you can tell, I'll be showing it later in the video, does do damage to you, but so you have to watch out for that. After you're done farming all these monkeys, and you go to this little island right next to here and kill the gorillas, and after you kill the Gorilla King, right now if for more forward in your farming journey, you have to go back to this island to unlock this door right here to be able to fight Shanks, or Saber Expert as Blox Fruits names it. And you would have to do this entire riddle thing, which I'll explain later in the video. But right after, you will have to go to Pirate Village, which is a decent place to farm, and it's low levels so far. And right here there is 4 NPCs you can fight. There's another one over there, but it's just best to farm right here. If you can, just find another a server that doesn't have many people, so you can have easy farm. Or if you do have Robux, then spend it on a private server. But it's just easy farming. Just farm these dudes right here. After that, then you go all the way over here, and you will be fighting these brutes. And the brutes do have attacks other than the M1. M1 is click. And you just round them up and then kill them, and then round them up and then kill them. It could take a little bit, but you will get through it pretty easily. Then you go to Bobby right here. He has the chop fruit, so you can't do damage with him with a sword. But he does give quite a bit of money for this early, and then you can go all the way up until you get to the desert. And then here in the desert, you go all the way over here to this dude that he will give you the quest, and then you fight desert bandits all right here. they're very close, so it was pretty good for farming, and pretty easy as well. There's not nothing to this area. Then right after you're done with that, you go all the way over here to the other side, and then fight these desert officers. Uh, there is one thing though, they are kind of separated, and it will take a while to farm, but no worry, you can get through it pretty easily. And uh, there is this little hole here. Will take you to something other place, which will give you an item. But I don't recommend it because it does cost a little bit, and you should be saving at this point. So I don't recommend it. But right after here, you go to snow, or this ice, the frozen village. But I recommend, after you go over to the frozen village, I recommend that you go into this little cave here and go to this ability teacher. With this ability teacher, you can get multiple jumps, the arrow, and flash step. Flash step, don't get it right now. The arrow jump is 10,000. The aura is 20,000, and the aura does give you more damage and more defense, and blocks certain amount of damage. And also the multiple jumps lets you jump multiple times. The sky brace, or the angel race, allows you to jump two things higher, but I don't want to get into this since it's just for C, and that would be too complicated. But as soon as you get up here, you can get to this villager, and you can kill these NPCs. The good thing is that there's a lot of them, so you could get easily. But after, it's these snowmen. But I recommend that you get a few more levels with this after you unlock the quest of snowmen, because snowmen does take a while. And then after, you can just fight the snowmen easily. And then you go to the Yeti, and Yeti does have a attack that locks you in place, so I recommend you could shoot from far, either with light or magma. Don't worry about these storage dealers yet, because they are not useful at this point unless you want to be main sword, which I don't recommend for farming. But after you get to this island, you will go to the marine fortress, which is right here. A lot of people say it's hard for farming, but really it's not. You just gotta go to all these, collect them, and then put them in one single area, and then kill them 2 times. But there's 2 sides with multiple of them, so it's pretty easy. But then after you get to a boss, and the boss gives a lot of money. The boss is not right there because he killed him. But yeah, the boss quest does give a lot of money, and I do recommend, if you're farming for money, you farm for that. But don't worry, there's still another thing on this island that I do recommend that you get. You go all the way in here, and then you get to this dude, and for 50,000 money, you can get this cape that does give you extra damage. It's this one right here, the black cape. It gives you extra damage and extra defense, so I do recommend you getting it, because it will help you in your farming journey. But after you're done with this place, you will go to Sky right here. It's just normal Sky. There's an upper Sky, but that's gonna be later on in your adventure. You have to go all the way through the stairs, and keep going up all the way up here just to get the quest. If you have the light fruit, the moving, that move will help you get through up here. But then you get this quest for the first island of this, or the first little mini island, and to these guys right here. There's only 4, so it will take multiple rounds to get one quest. And then you will get the same quest again, but with these guys right here. These do a lot of damage, but if you just round them up, and if you have light or magma, just do multiple attacks at once, because but after a few levels, you won't take any damage. But then right after Sky, you would go to prison. Right here is prison. It's a pretty basic map, and there's not really much special other than there's multiple bosses. But you go all the way over here. The first quest is to kill all these prisoners. After that, you will kill all these dangerous prisoners all the way over here. Then after that, there's gonna be 3 bosses here. Uh, Dome Flamingos is supposed to be right there. Then Chief Warden and Warden will be right here as well. But that should be easy pickings for you. They do give a lot of money, so if you would want, you could farm a little bit more, because after the prison, it's the Coliseum. And the thing about the Coliseum, everybody hates this place to farm for one single reason. Well, not only the first quest, which is all these guys, you go to this dude and then you go to all these guys. The first quest is pretty easy, and they're a little scattered, but if you just take them all together and do the math correctly, you would easily farm them. But then if you go to this quest right here, which are the gladiators, they are so far apart. Sometimes they just despawn by themselves. You have to be so close to them for them to spawn. Like, yeah, right there and right here. They take forever, and sometimes, like I said, they just despawn on their own. And I remember, because I have multiple accounts, I remember that just farming to these guys took me like 30 minutes, which is double XP, and which was crazy. And I don't like this place at all. But there is one cool thing about this place, is that you can do friendly 1v1s, or you can just go right here and then your friend can go over there, and then you can just fight each other without losing any bounty or honor. But yeah, after this place, it should be smooth sailing, because this is probably the worst island for farming in the sea. So after you move on from this, it'll be pretty easy. But then you go to Volcano. Volcano, there's also the ability teacher here, but just in case if you didn't buy it. Yeah, it's just normal things. The quest is right here. These guys actually have a chance to have, you see the difference between their swords. One is darker than the other. That's because they have aura, or as anime One Piece says, it's haki, and they do damage even to elemental fruits. So I do suggest you keep your distance, but it will be pretty easy pickings and pretty easy XP to farm. I love to farm on this island. I don't know why. But then there's these dudes, which are also pretty easy. You would have to do 2 rounds to get 1 quest done, but they spawn pretty quickly. The only thing though is that they do teleport, so I do recommend precaution. But you should get them pretty easily. Then after you go fight this boss right here, which it's pretty easy. He does have an attack where he throws a punch, but it will take a short animation. Wait, let me show you the Magma Admiral. You can see when he's gonna attack. When he does that, you can just move out of the way. But so yeah, because it does do quite a bit of damage, so I just recommend you just move out of the way or do far damage. Also, one thing I haven't mentioned yet is that all bosses can do damage to you, even if you have elemental fruit and you have even if you're a higher level of them, just because it will be too strong and easy to farm XP. So that's why they didn't allow you to be invincible to them. But then after this place, also one more fact here is that if you have magma fruits and you step on this lava, you don't get damaged. So then you come to King Neptune and then farm all these places in underwater. I'll show you the exact location just in case if you don't know where it is. Then you take the same quest and go over here and fight all these NPCs right here. Should be easy pickings. But there is one little secret, which is all the way over here. You will have to break the wall. Or you can just do glitch, and then you will have to you can get water comfort. I recommend water comfort because water comfort doesn't allow, when you hit something, it doesn't move you, and it has a spam, So I do think water kung fu is the best way to farm in the first sea. So if you can get your hands on it, which is 750,000, then I do recommend it. But then I don't know why you can't get in there normally. But after that, then you can come over here and to this place and farm, and then fight the Fishman Lord. He has two forms, so after you kill him once, he will come back again, and you have to kill him one more time. So he's a pretty difficult boss, but he's able to drop the trident, but the trident is not really useful at this point. So, but it's over here. This is where you can come from into this whirlpool. It is if you see ice, you can look straight over here, and you can find it right here easily. If you just see some rocks, then this is the place. Right after, then you go to first normal sky, but then you go all the way up here. It's close. You're close to upper sky, but you go to these guys right here, and you get this quest, and then fight these guys. They can jump, so, but it's pretty easy to fight them. Then after you're done with that, then you go through here and get to upper sky. The same dude is right here. Then after you have to farm these guys, then after the boss is right here, he has a rocket launcher, so he will shoot rockets. So it has AOE, and so you have to stay a far distance from those rocket launchers. But then you go all the way over here to the next part of upper sky. The first quest will be these guys. I do recommend you lure them around the rocks because they can get stuck and it could mess up your way to kill them. Then after that, you fight these guys right here. They are very separated, so whatever works for you to farm them, it'd probably be better. But then there's this instinct teacher right here, instinct teacher right here, and I think you can, because what it does is that it's called the observation haki, and it lets you see enemies, and more dodges you get. The dodges are like if someone punches you, you dodge it and you don't deal damage, you don't take damage. The more dodges or hits you take using this ability, the more range you will have from seeing everything, and the more dodges you will have. But after that, then the quest, the Thunder God will be right here. But he's not there right now. But you will see him, and he does have two moves, and so yeah, it's just a normal island. But right after, then you come to Fountain, and Fountain you can go all the way up here and take your quest. The thing about these guys is that they are pretty separate, but what you can do is that you take your weapon. I'm just using this so I don't do too much damage because I do one shot. Oh no, I don't do one shot. You take it to over here, and they can't do damage to you because of the wall, and they can just kill them without them doing damage to you. But if you go a step too far away, yeah, they have an attack. You can just do the same thing for all of them, and it'd be pretty easy. After that, I do recommend you keep farming these guys for at least another 10 levels, because the next place is all the way over here, and it will take you a while to farm them. So do 10 levels for the galley pirates first, then go fight the galley captains. Then after, you could go fight the cyborg, which is all the way over here. It'll be like a little separate area. You can easily find it. And the cyborg, it was supposed to be right here, but the cyborg has multiple attacks, so I do recommend to keep your range, and you can just kill him easily. After that, you'll be reaching level 700, which you're able to go to the second sea. But there's a quest that you have to do for you to do that. First, you will have to go to you have to first go to prison to talk to this guy. Then after you talk to him, then he will send you somewhere. You just follow along, and then you can easily do it. First, so this place is the snow biome. You be able to go in here. I can't go in there. Well, I can, but not the legit way. But you have to fight the Ice Admiral, and after you fight the Ice Admiral, then there's gonna be a text that pops up, and after that you go back to that place, back to prison. You go all the way over here to the military detective, and then he will ask you to go to Middletown. Oh wow, I haven't had the shark saw yet. Well, now I do. But then he will ask you to go Middletown, and you will have to talk to the experienced captain, and you'll be able to go to the second sea. Now, you can go to the second sea, but I'm going to give you some notes. For you to get instinct, which is this, as I talked about in the upper sky, you first have to do this quest over here. Well, this not quest, more like a puzzle. First, you have to find all of these. Then, after you find all of these, which I don't remember where they're all at, but they're all on this jungle biome, this jungle islands, both of them. Then after, you can go all the way over here, and then you'll see a hole in the ground. Then you could go grab this torch. Then you go to the torch. Then you go to the desert, and there will be this house right here. You can go through this door, and there's gonna be vines here. You light up, and then you take this cup. After you take this cup, you will go to the frozen village, and then you will have to take one of these droplets right here. Then after you get droplets, you can go to the sick man, which is in here, and you give it to him, help him, and he will tell you that his brother will give you his son will give him you a reward, and his son will be in Pirate Village, which he is right here, the rich man, and he will tell you that that a pirate stole it from him, and the island is all the way over here. Wait, it's right here. And there's gonna be a boss here that you can kill, and then he will be able to get a key. Yeah, it's a boss right here. It's pretty easy. You will get a key to go to jungle, and then you can unlock this door right here and be able to kill him, and after you kill him, then you'll be able to get instinct. But then you can get instinct, and instinct is very helpful. But another thing in the pirate island is that there's another fighting style here, or I should say one fighting style. But it's through this door, and then you can go to Dark Step teacher, and she will teach you Dark Step. Dark Step it's a normal fighting style, and it's the first fighting style after combat you can get, and that's pretty basic. So, but I still rather Sharkman. Another fighting style is all the way at Sky, all the way down, all the way down here on these rocks right here. And Electric, which is a fighting style, is also pretty good for farming because it does do a lot of damage, but still Water Kung Fu is better for farming. That's basically it for it. I do, like I said in this video, I do recommend you get elemental fruits, so you can be able to farm easily. After, you can go to second C. I will be doing another video about that, so you can go through second C easily. If you're low level and you're thinking of quitting, well, that's your opinion, but it will get better. Second C, there's a lot more stuff and more fun stuff to do. So as soon as you get a second C, there's gonna be a lot of activities. And like I said, I'm gonna do a video about that so I can get you through second C easily. So we'll go on to third C, but that's in the long run. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.